Okay. Several items for you this afternoon. First, from the Presidential Electoral Tribunal. PET case number 005, Ferdinand Marcos Jr. versus Maria Leonor G. Robredo. Addressing the incident raised by the COMELEC to the COMELEC Commissioner Christian Robert Lim, Project Director of the COMELEC's 2016 AES project, through his August 10, 2016 letter to the Tribunal, which referred to the Precautionary Protection Order PPO issued on 12 July 2016. In the letter, the COMELEC requested the Tribunal to issue an order clarifying if the election materials and paraphernalia used during the May 9, 2016 elections, which do not contain any election results data, are also covered by the PPO, authorizing the COMELEC and Smartmatic TIM to immediately conduct the 2016 AES project closure stripping activities for all the VCM and CCS kits, including the immediate disposal of the VCM external batteries, authorizing the COMELEC's Election Records and Statistics Department to back up the contents of the VCM SD cards of all 92,509 clustered precincts and the CCS laptops of all municipalities, cities, and provinces covered under the PPO, approving the conduct of a preliminary discussion between the COMELEC and the Council or Watcher of the Parties and the PET on the protocol and procedures to be observed during the stripping and backing up activities, including an ocular inspection of the COMELEC's warehouse in Santa Rosa, Laguna, where said activities will be conducted, and confirming the closure or stripping activities of the BGA ends which are conducted prior to the receipt of the PPO. The Tribunal directed the COMELEC to send a copy of its August 10, 2016 letter to the parties within a non-extendable period of 5 days, and require the parties to submit their comment on the COMELEC's letter within a period of 10 days from receipt of the letter. Second item for PET case number 004, Manuel A. Rojas versus Judge Omar C. B9. The Tribunal today dismissed the protest filed by Manuel A. Rojas and the counter-protest filed by Judge Omar C. B9 on the ground of mootness. The Tribunal noted that both Protestant Rojas and Protestee B9 had filed their respective bids for president during the last May 9, 2016 national and local elections. Thus, they had been directed by the Tribunal to move in the premises by expressing their interest to pursue the case. To date, neither party has done so. Thus, the Tribunal noted that, in view of the May 9, 2016 elections, and in response to the letter request of the Executive Director of the COMELEC, the Tribunal lifted the PPO on February 23, 2016. The elections took place on May 9, wherein a new set of public officials were elected. The Tribunal takes judicial notice that on May 30, 2016, the National Board of Canvassers had proclaimed Rodrigo R. Duterte as the new President of the Philippines and Maria Leonor G. Robredo as Vice President. Both President Duterte and Vice President Robredo took their respective oaths of office and assumed their posts on June 30, 2016. With the assumption of Vice President Robredo, the tenure of the office being contested herein by Rojas and Binay had expired. As such, we are constrained to dismiss the instant protest which had been rendered moot by the recent turn of events. It is settled rule that courts refrain from deciding on moot cases because any decision that may be rendered thereon would have no practical or useful purpose and cannot be enforced. Indeed, it will be an exercise in futility for the Tribunal to conduct a revision and engage in academic discussion in order to determine who really won as Vice President in the 2010 elections, when it would not bring any practical value and purpose for the parties. Okay, now to the SC. Supreme Court en banc during its session today acted on the following matters in its agenda as follows. First item, in the matter of GR number 225973, Saturnino Ocampo et al. Versus Rear Admiral Ernesto C. Enriquez et al. The court directed A. Respondents to comment on the petition and the application for a temporary restraining order within a non-extendable period of 5 days from today, with the comments to be received by the court not later than 10 o'clock in the morning of Monday, 22 August 2016. B. All parties to appear for preliminary conference at the Supreme Court Division Hearing Room on 22 August 2016 Monday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And C, the conduct of oral arguments on Wednesday, 24 August 2016 at 9 o'clock in the morning at the Supreme Court Anbang Session Hall. Second item, in the matter of AM number 16-08-04-SC, regarding the fact-finding investigation and allegation of 4 incumbent judges' involvement in illegal drugs, reference is the speech of the President delivered on August 7, 2016. The Court today, after considering the President's subsequent clarification that his 7 August 2016 speech in Davao City, where he named 7 judges, was not an accusation but only information against them, resolved to do the following. First, treat the speech of President Duterte as information against Judges Ezequiel Dadala, Adriano Savillo, Domingo Casiple, and Antonio Reyes, and on the basis of such information, order the conduct of a motu proprio fact-finding investigation into whether they are involved in illegal drugs. 2. Invite Philippine National Police Director General Ronald M. De La Rosa and Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency Director General Isidro La Peña, heads of the statutory authorities mandated to obtain information on illegal drugs activities, to submit complaint affidavits or other information against the 4 judges within 7 days from receipt of this order to the Secretariat of the Fact-Finding Investigation, care of the Legal Office, Office of the Court Administrator, in 5 copies. Direct the 4 judges mentioned above to each submit the respective answer within 7 days from receipt of the complaint affidavits or other information appertaining to each, the Secretariat of the Fact-Finding Investigation, care of the Legal Office, OCA, also in 5 copies. Appoint Justice Roberto Abad, retired of the Supreme Court, as the sole investigator hereof and direct the investigation to be concluded within 30 days from receipt of the answers of the 4 judges. Authorize Justice Abad to issue notices of hearing to the 4 judges and all other necessary parties upon commencement of the investigation. Direct Justice Abad, the Secretariat of the Fact-Finding Investigation, and all officials of the Supreme Court and all relevant parties to treat the proceedings with confidentiality as in all administrative proceedings. Direct the Clerk of Court Anbang or any of the Division Clerks of Court to administer oaths to any witnesses who may give testimony or to attest to the veracity and authenticity of any documents that may be submitted. I have 2 updates for you as a result of the letter of the Chief Justice as well as the statements of the President. First update is a reference that is made to the letter of the Chief Justice to the President dated August 8, 2016, where she had informed the President that the court was investigating a judge who was not on the list of judges mentioned by the President. The update on that is that the judge will be facing a formal administrative complaint and has already been suspended until further notice. His identity cannot be revealed as administrative complaints are confidential in nature until resolved. Note that the use of his is generic. Second, reference is made to one of the judges on active duty mentioned by the President in his speech of 7 August 2016, namely MCTC Judge Ezequiel Dadala, who has been reported as having submitted his irrevocable resignation. The update on that, the resignation has not been accepted by the court because the judge, prior to his being named by the President, was already being investigated in connection with other offenses. He remains under the jurisdiction of the court as far as administrative discipline is concerned and will be subject to the fact-finding investigation to be conducted by retired Justice Roberto A. Abad. Okay, that's all I have. Questions? Sandali, teka. Oy, sandali. There's a fact-finding investigation. As far as the Abad investigation is concerned, I think the court will leave that to Justice Abad to make a recommendation.
No, sir. Kasi prior to this,
there is an investigation. I do not know the status of the investigation. The only thing that I know of and I have been told is what I have announced. The investigation was already underway before he was named and before he tried to resign.
so yung
Okay?
investigation prior to that, to his being included in the narco list, on what basis?
Let's not call that narco list. I cannot reveal that. I cannot reveal that. That's confidential.
Admin, sir, or
That's confidential. Sabihin na lang natin na iniimbestigahan. Anyone else? Hmm? It's not up to him. In government, no one can leave your post until you have been allowed to leave your post. So it's not up to him. It's up to the court.
So even if he submits his irrevocable resignation, it's up to SC to decide.
Again, in government, you cannot leave your post until you have been told to leave your post. So, a resignation has to be accepted.
Or is it also because, sir, in the case of Judge Dagala, he's not merely a public servant, but also a lawyer under the administrative
No,
supervision of the court?
it is simply that he submitted his resignation as judge. That is the only jurisdiction of the court over him. And so, as far as the court is concerned, the court did not accept his resignation. Yeah.
Sir, same arrangement
Yeah.
before, parang they still have to perform their duty tapos maghahanap na sila ng reliever pag tinawag sila.
It's not they who will be looking for the reliever. There is a system in place for that, depending on which station they are. There is a system of pairing judges or assisting judges. So, if they cannot be at their station for a particular day, if they have to be here, let's say to attend to the investigation of Justice Abad, then that system will take over. No?
In the case of Justice Abad's investigation, sir, aside from the investigation itself, there is no order of preventive suspension of his
I read the entire resolution. That's it.
It's not
That's it.
there.
So if it's not there. That's it. It's fact finding, so
They will not
it's not administrative. It's fact finding.
Sir, ano na
Yeah.
it's irrevocable resignation?
I have no idea. The only reason why we're even saying it is because someone wrote about it.
So he's still attending his salas, right?
I don't know. Nasa Surigao yun eh. So hindi ko alam.
He's still performing his duties.
I would suppose. I should suppose, yes.
Even the nature of the first investigation against
I cannot say anything.
The pronouncement of the president cannot be divulged.
I cannot say anything about that. Yeah.
Sir, is there any update regarding the order for the secretary to submit the document?
I read the entire resolution, Vince. Yun na yun.
Parang amended ba, sir? Yung previous resolution?
That's what I read the entire resolution. Okay?
Sir,
Yes,
sir,
Anjo.
wala sir si ES as complete.
Basahin ko ulit.
Pero sir, dito sa binasa
Huwag.
so hindi siya required.
Kaya ko binasa para kayo na mag-report nun. Okay? Gusto mo basahin ko ulit?
Yes, sir. Sige, sir.
Basahin ko ulit. Para lang malinaw. Okay. Oh, sige. Roll. Ito na yung soundbite ka ngayong gabi. Okay. Treat the speech of President Duterte as information against judges Ezequiel Dagala, Adriano Sevillo, Domingo Casiple, and Antonio Reyes, and on the basis of such information, order the conduct of a motu proprio fact-finding investigation into whether they are involved in illegal drugs. Invite Philippine National Police Director General Ronald M. De La Rosa and Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency Director General Isidro La Peña, heads of the statutory authorities mandated to obtain information on illegal drugs activities, to submit complaint affidavits or other information against the 4 judges within 7 days from receipt of this order to the Secretariat of the Fact-Finding Investigation, care of the Legal Office, Office of the Court Administrator, in 5 copies. Direct the 4 judges mentioned above to each submit their respective answers within 7 days from receipt of the complaint affidavits or other information appertaining to each to the Secretariat of the Fact-Finding Investigation, care of the Legal Office, OCA. Appoint Justice Roberto A. Abad, retired of the Supreme Court, as a sole investigator hereof, and direct the investigation to be concluded within 30 days from receipt of the 4 judges' answers. Authorize Justice Abad to issue notices of hearing to the 4 judges and to all other necessary parties upon commencement of the investigation. Direct Justice Abad, the Secretariat of the Fact-Finding Investigation, and all officials of the Supreme Court and all relevant parties to treat the proceedings with confidentiality as in all administrative proceedings. Direct the clerk of court and bank or any of the division clerks of court to administer the oaths to any witnesses who may give testimony or to attest to the veracity or authenticity of any documents that may be submitted. Okay? Yan na yan.
Sir, previous resolution, sir.
It's a resolution today.
Sir, with regard
It's a resolution today. Okay?
Sir, but there was a mention before about the executive secretary. Now wala na.
It's a resolution today, Ina. Okay, I'm not going to say anything more about that. It's a resolution dated today. Okay?
One clarification, sir, was the previous resolution served on the parties? Was it served?
The previous resolution, I do not think so.
Sir, yung dismissed judge and retired judge, they're not included in sa in-order ng Supreme Court.
Apat lang, Cecil, yung binanggit
Yes,
ko.
sir. Yes, sir. Yung retired
Apat lang nga, apat lang
Yes,
pinag-uusapan
sir.
natin.
Yung nagkaroon lang po ako.
Mm.
Kasi sir, they are still lawyers eh. Yung dismissed and retired. Hindi ba sir pwede mag-conduct ng multiple investigation ng Supreme Court?
Walang pinag-uusapan dito, Cecil, na lawyers. Judges ang binanggit dito eh. So we're talking about judges. Let's not speculate, okay? We're talking about judges. So the judges that are on active duty are 4. We're only talking about the 4.
Yes, sir. So yung nga pong dismissed and retired, are they not still under the
I'm not going to
jurisdiction?
speculate. As I said, I'm not going to speculate on that. I'm not going to speculate on that. Okay? Thank you.
Sir, but procedurally, sir, pwede mo to proprio show cause for the way they should not be...
Again, I'm not going to speculate on that. Let's wait for the recommendation of Justice Abad. Okay? Anything else? Okay na? Okay na kayo? Okay, thank you.
Siya na ang